everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is one of my favorites and it is an empties video. I kind of realized that I'm like filming these about every 2 months, although I will say that this past couple months I feel like I don't have a ton of empties, and then sometimes when I film these videos I feel like I have so many empties over the past 2 months. Like it's like either I'm emptying nothing or I'm literally emptying every product that I'm using on a regular basis. I don't know if any of you also hit like peaks and valleys with finishing products. Like I finish everything at the same time or I'm not finishing anything, but that's kind of how I feel like stuff goes for me. So not a ton to talk about today, but I'm still excited to talk about the things that I have finished. So if you enjoy empties videos and getting to see products that have been used up and hearing the person who used them up, in this case myself, my opinion on all of the products, which usually I have a pretty thorough opinion on because I use the whole product up, please keep watching. And I will say before we jump in any further, I just put my son to sleep. He's 19 months old, so like full-blown toddler, and my husband is at a softball game, so he is not home. And so it's always kind of like a toss-up if he's gonna like want to brush his teeth or really not want to brush his teeth. My son, not my husband. And tonight he did not want to brush his teeth, so I'm pretty sure that I got like toothpaste like from my shoulder down, wiped it off obviously before I sat down to film this video. But I worry that like once this shirt dries, like you'll be able to see it again. So if you do see any of that, just know it's toothpaste and you can blame my toddler for it. So anyways, just a quick mention. I don't really know why I called that out because I feel like right now you can't tell, but who knows. But that's just life, right? Like that is my life. Worked full day, hung out with my son, put him to bed, and now I'm filming this video. So I'm very much just like a regular person. I am not a influencer on the internet. So if you kind of like that style of video and all of that, then please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Because that is my cat. This is literally 2, and I'm sorry I'm going off on all of these random tangents, but I will be on calls all day. Like I work a couple days from home, and I will be on calls all day, not super important ones, so it's like no big deal. And then I'll be on like a very important call, and that is when Bubby will decide, and sorry you can't see him, but here he is. That is when Bubby will decide to jump up and try to get right in front of my camera and meow and paw at me, and I'm like, really? Like, you could have been up here like chilling with me on every other call, but this one I should probably not have my cat like in my face for. And that's the one that he always jumps up for. It like never fails. So anywho, I feel like now that we've talked about, you know, everything else but the empties, it's probably time to talk about the empties. So how I structure these videos, or kind of how I guess I structure the products that I talk about, is I group them into 3 different buckets. So the first one is I didn't really like it, I won't repurchase. The second grouping is I liked it, but I still probably won't repurchase. And then the third one is I loved it, I either have repurchased it or I know that I will at some point in the future. And shockingly, the majority of products are falling into that third category of I love it and I probably will repurchase, which I guess is a great thing, but I feel like unusual for these videos. Like it's either pretty like evenly spread or more so in the first 2 buckets. But that's okay, that's where we are today. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first product, and the only product falling into I didn't really love it and I won't repurchase, is this Essential Oils by Pantene Volumizing Shampoo. I talked about the conditioner from this set in my last empties video, so really the same thing goes for this one. Although some of you I know have not watched that video, so I'll quickly reiterate. But basically I bought these giant tubs of shampoo and conditioner, I think like back in 2020, worried about supply chain issues and stuff, like when, you know, toilet paper wasn't available, or I regularly baked bread like before the pandemic, and then all of a sudden yeast wasn't available, like things like that. And I was like, oh no, like I don't want to run out of shampoo and conditioner. So then I bought these. But then in 2021, I started dyeing my hair. You can't really, well you can, obviously the blonde. I'm getting my hair done tomorrow, so it won't look this grown out. But anyways, I don't know, I'm like very chatty tonight, so I apologize. I have realized that like I don't like shampoo and conditioners like this so much anymore. I prefer at least one of them, like either my shampoo or my conditioner, or ideally both, to be made for color treated hair. So either like a purple one or just like actually made for color treated hair. And that is probably why I wouldn't repurchase this one. And also it's just so big and bulky. Like it takes up so much room in the shower. And when you get to the end, you have to flip it over and hold it like this. And it's just, then you have to unscrew the pump to get shampoo out of it. It's just a whole thing. And I realize that every time I use something like lotion or shampoo or conditioner with a pump lid, I love it until it's the end. And then it's just very frustrating to get the last little bit out and have them sit upside down. So that's like not a reason why I necessarily wouldn't repurchase this, but just in general, I prefer a smaller bottle, and right now I'm using stuff for color treated hair. So that's that on that, and that is the only product in that category. So moving on to the I liked it category, but I probably won't repurchase, and I only have one product in this category as well, and that is this Vaseline Intensive Care Essential Healing Lotion. And I say I won't repurchase even though I'm pretty sure that I have repurchased this in the past. I basically just use this like in a pinch, or I use this and I finished it up using it on my feet at night. And at night, if I do not put on a very thick lotion, so I wasn't using this by itself, I was mixing this with Aquaphor. If I don't put on a very thick lotion like Aquaphor and another lotion that's the perfect mixture and consistency for me. I don't know, do not ask me why, but I like can't sleep. Like I just lay there awake, not knowing why I'm not sleeping, and then as soon as I put lotion on, I can fall asleep. And I feel like it's all in my head, but I also think it's not, because it legitimately, like when I was pregnant, I always had to put lotion on my feet and then I'd be able to go back to sleep, and it's just like continued on. I don't know, I might be nuts, but anyway, that's how I finished this up. But I don't like necessarily love this lotion. I just bought it because I needed something at the moment. So basically what I'm saying is I used it, it worked for the purpose that I needed to use it for, but I have no desire to go back and repurchase it. And the rest of my products, like I said, are all falling into that third category, which is I loved them and I have either repurchased or I plan to. And I have actually quite a few sitting over here, which is super exciting. So the first two I guess I will talk about are makeup products. This one is the Clinique Lower Lash Mascara. I've finished quite a few of these over the years and I've already repurchased another one. I started using these when I was noticing that I was just having a ton of transfer from my lower lash line, always like down here. And so I was like, okay, I need to like invest in a lower lash line mascara and hopefully avoid that. Now, I still get a tiny bit of transfer, but really nothing compared to what I was getting before with my previous mascara, since I've put this into my routine and I've just gone through several bottles of it. And when this one finished up, I either had one in my backup or I repurchased. So big fan of this, and I will continue using it until I find something better. But right now the price is right on that and I haven't had any real issues. The next makeup product falling into this is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. So this one I guess is probably teetering between the second and third bucket. I loved this foundation. I'm a big fan of how it made my skin look. I like truly enjoyed it the whole time I used it, and I actually finished up as part of my most recent Project Pan project. And so super big accomplishment there as well. I have not repurchased this because I do feel like I have a good amount of foundations and just skin base in general that I'd like to use before I would buy this again. And there's also the laundry list of other foundations I would like to try before repurchasing one. With that being said, I did love this one so much, and so I do see myself repurchasing it at some point in the future. I just don't know when that will be. I finished up my Tree Hut Tahitian Vanillamine Moisturizing Shave Oil. I purchased one of these, I think just kind of on a whim, and also reading the reviews as just a different type of shaving like moisturizer for me. I used a million different shaving creams and don't necessarily like love them, and then I have this shaving gel that I do really like. So this was kind of like more so along like the shaving gel lines, and so I was like, I'll try it out, and I absolutely love it. I feel like it makes shaving my legs a breeze, and I just really like the product in general. So I have already repurchased. There's another one in my shower, and I think I have like 2 or 3 down in my like backups basket basket that I keep under my desk here. So big fan of this one, and I think it will stay in the rotation for a while. Another one from Tree Hut in this month's Empties is this Coconut Lime Post Shaving Soothing Mist. This has become, I believe, what I would consider a holy grail product. I've talked about in other videos that I'm just prone to ingrown hairs, and so I was just trying to figure out like my best option after shaving my legs to prevent ingrown hairs, to keep my legs as smooth as possible. And so I found this post-shave soothing mist, and I was like, sure, I'll try it. And ever since I started using it, my legs are 10 times smoother. And so I'm like, this is like never leaving. Sorry if there was a little bit of a jump right there. I ran out of space on my memory card, and so I had to delete some things off of there. But anyway, the next product that I wanted to talk about is my Aquaphor. You can use Aquaphor for so many things. I really feel like it just kind of runs the gamut on what you can use Aquaphor. I use Aquaphor. My son, we put Aquaphor on him when needed, so it's just a great product all around. But I mostly, and how I finished up this product, was using it for my feet, like I talked about earlier on in the video. And so really I just do kind of equal parts lotion and Aquaphor right before I go to bed, rub it on and put it on my feet so they are greasy. I don't really get out of bed then after I put that on, because we have wood floors and I literally would just be like slipping and sliding all over the floors, which is disgusting. So I don't know why, but that combination is the right combination for my feet then to stay moisturized throughout the night and not to bother me. It's random, but it works for me, so what can I say? And just in general, I feel like Aquaphor is just good to have around. And then the last product falling in this category is this Hemp's Spun Sugar and Vanillamine Moisturizer. And like I said earlier, I don't really like things like lotions or like this that have pump caps. Although this worked out fine for me for the most part. But I don't love lotions because it has to sit like this for a while to get everything out. Anyways, besides the point. This is in the category saying that I would repurchase it, and there's a reason why. The reason is and the reason I even have this, and I think I finished another one of these Hemp's lotions in the past, is because during like the Christmas season, Ulta has really good sales on these. I think I got them for like $10 and normally they're $23. So it's a little bit of a steal, and that is why I think I will repurchase again, because of how good the deal is. I don't think I would ever repurchase these at full price. So take that as you will, because usually Ulta has a pretty good deal on them at like Black Friday or whatever. I think I've purchased one or two the past couple years, so I see myself at some point doing that again because it's just a good price for a solid lotion. And that is that. Those are all my empties. So I think this was probably a pretty short video, but I hope you enjoyed getting to see all the products that I've used up over the last couple months. I feel like I'm very close on some other products in my collection, so we will see what the next empties video looks like. Like I said, I feel like I've been consistently like every 2 months, but really it's just when my bag starts getting full and then I will film this video. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and thank you so much for watching. I hope all of you are doing well and staying safe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.